End of life for Microsoft Office put malicious macros in the security spotlight. Organizations migrating away from the end of life Microsoft ecosystems must consider the impact of the macro policies, and those saying they should better protect their systems with key rules and settings. The upcoming end of life for Windows 10 has IT teams busy, from planning on migrations to testing Windows 11 24H2. Many of us are reviewing our options on how to handle the platforms going forward. There are several more daunting end-of-life deadlines in the Microsoft ecosystem that IT teams can't overlook, especially from a security perspective. Both Office 2016 and 2019 are nearing their end of life as of October 2025. Exchange 2026 and 2016 and 2019 will also come to their end of life and that date as well. Chances are, if you are still on both platforms, the decision to not yet migrate to a newer platform is intertwined. In some instances, government entities have even decided to completely migrate off the Microsoft ecosystem and into the world of the open source Office platforms. But even that, this isn't without a migration concern. Often, what keeps a firm on the old platform is the processes, macros, and other methods used to automate the business needs. Recently, Denmark announced it will be phasing out Microsoft 365 in favor of LibreOffice. As with any migration, testing the impact of the change must be done methodically to identify the business impact. Organizations often rely on the older template documents, macros implemented years ago, and often overlooked factor in such a migration. While LibreOffice supports macros, there isn't a direct migration from Office macros to LibreOffice macros. I personally can attest to the loss of macros and templates when migrating from the Lotus 123 to Excel many years ago. Many years ago. We could not rely on our own internal resources to migrate these key documents. Instead, we had to obtain the external support and guidance to convert to adjust the documentation to work with the new platform. Office macros security gotchas. While macros can add value to business processes, they can also be harmful. As such, CISOs and their teams need to review whether they can implement a similar protection in their Office platform of choice that Office 365 currently has, specifically for addressing malicious macros. Here there are 6 types of malicious macros to be aware of. Regardless of whether you are testing out the migration to the Microsoft's upcoming end of line deadlines. Malicious code execution. Macros can contain script, often written in Visual Basic 4 application VBA, that execute automatically when a document is opened. Attackers can embed malicious code within macros to perform actions such as stealing data, corrupting files, and taking control of your system. macro-based malware and ransomware. Malicious macros are a common vector for malware and ransomware. Once executed, they can propagate it quickly, compromising not just the initial document, but also templates and other files on the system. So bypassing the security controls. Attackers use macros to bypass security mechanisms, allowing unauthorized access to systems and networks. This can lead to data theft, espionage, or destruction of sensitive information. Phishing and social engineering. Malicious macros are frequently spread through the phishing emails. Users may be tricked into enabling macros, believing the document is legitimate, which triggers the malicious code. Fileless attacks. Some macros-based threats operate empty-in-memory fileless, thus making them harder to detect with additional antivirus software. Insider threat and extensive spread. Even trusted users can inadvertently spread malicious macros by sharing documents and using code from unverified sources. LibreOffice brings some those same risks and potentially more due to the fact that LibreOffice may not warn end users in the same fashion about untrusted files with included macros being received from the internet. Take a CVE 2025-1080, for example. In the affected version of LibreOffice linked in a browser using, their schemes could be constructed with embedded inner URL that will pass to LibreOffice, could call internal macros with arbitrary arguments. Windows and Office include specific things that enable site teams to better protect their organizations from malicious macros. If you rely on the macros that the key flow in your organization, you need to be proactive by using the various active surface reduction (ASR) rules and looking for more modern automation processes. To the end, consider using no-code alternatives such as Power Automate to build workflow processes. Always review your options and keep an eye on resources such as Microsoft Power Automation notification page to ensure you're on the top of the support and boundaries of the relying on such external processes. Ascertain whether you can utilize more powerful native functions added to recent version of Excel, such as XLOOKUP and Lambda, and manipulate data. Also consider using Power Query to extract data from the Excel. As you move your data to Office 365, you can also consider using Microsoft Graph and automated processes. Attack surface reduction rules to abide by. Implementing attack or surface reduction rules can greatly limit the scope and the impact of the most malicious macros. If you've completely disabled macros in your organization, and the ASR rules are not needed. But if you still rely on macros, the following rules are worth adding. Block all Office application from creating child processes. Block execution of the potentially obfuscated script. Block JavaScript or VB script from the launching downloaded executable content. Block Office application from creating executable content. Block Office communication application from creating child processes. Block Win32 API calls from Office macros. Use advanced protection against ransomware. Safeguarding against malicious macros on macOS. Office on macOS also often offer a tool to better protect against malicious macros. For example, macOS uses the platform sandbox to limit the damage caused by the malicious document. But don't be complacent to the Mac platform. Attackers will realize we are moving more and more to a blended network of connected Windows and Mac devices. Ensure you also perform due diligence on Apple platform to better protect your organization from the malicious activity. Here you can deploy preference for Office for the Mac to better protect your network. The preference you want to set include disable VBA object model, disable Visual Basic system bindings, enable disabling Visual Basic external library bindings, enables disabled Visual Basic pipe bindings, enable disabling Visual Basic invoking Apple script. No matter what platform you decide to migrate to, ensure you review the business impact and the security impact on your organization. Migration due to the end of life decisions are impactful in the more ways than most organizations anticipate. The airplane Wi-Fi is now good. For years, in-flight internet has been fine for email, not great for Zoom meeting. That's all changing fast. The length, the smartest AI models by IQ. See the visualizer first on the phone app. Linked, the smartest AI models by IQ. This was originally posted on our Volony app. Download the app for the free on iOS and Android and discover the incredible data-driven chart from a variety of trusted sources. The mirror around the world. Who's the smartest AI of them all? Artificial intelligence is designed to be the intelligent. But how do today's leading AI models stack up in human IQ terms? And which ones are the smartest? This infographics rank the smartest AI models based on their performance on the Mensa or Norway's IQ test with the data compiled with the tracking AI. The Mensa test is widely recognized and highly difficult IQ exam used to evaluate human intelligence. For context, the average human IQ score ranges from 92 110, while a score above 130 is typically considered genius level. AI with a genius level IQ. Topping the chart is OpenAI's text-only O3 model, scoring 135 on the Mensa IQ test, which puts it in the genius category. As part of the ChatGPT, it's also among the world's most popular AI tools. The Anthropic's Claude 4, Sonnet, and Google's Gemini 2.0 Fresh Thinking followed closely with IQ scores of 1 in 27 and 1 in 26, respectively. Furthermore, the new iteration like the Gemini 2.5 Pro and OpenAI O4 Mini both scores over 1 in 20, above the average human IQ range. Overall, these high scores prove the leading AI models are now operating at a high level of the intelligence, with some even surpassing the smartest human mind. However, what's more surprising is that all of the top 10 smartest AI models are the text-only models that cannot read or process images. The IQ contrast between the text and the vision AI models based on IRQ models, it seems like reasoning through the world is still a much stronger suit for AI then interpreting and solving the visual images and puzzles. And there were 5 AI models for IQ scores that are all multimodal models with the ability to read and process images. In particular, OpenAI's GPT-4o Vision and xAI's Grok 3 Think Vision landed far below the human average, scoring 63 and 60 on the test respectively. Still, the results are telling. AI isn't just mirroring human intelligence. It's even scoring us in certain areas of cognition and reasoning. Learn more. See what the humans are using the AI for 2025 infographics. Okay. In the last 10 years, AI has advanced 1 million times. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang hails the incredible speed of industry change. But there is a catch. Jensen Huang, chief executive of NVIDIA, this week met the UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer to open London Tech Week and talk about AI. During the event, Huang and Starmer made the announcement that artificial intelligence to national economic planning backed by the major investment infrastructure, talent, and collaboration between government and industry. Perhaps more importantly, Huang said that AI hardware has gotten a billion times faster than the past 10 years, but there is a catch. In the last 10 years, AI advanced 1 million times, Huang said. The speed of the change is incredible. The head of the NVIDIA did not elaborate on what he meant by this comment and whether he was talking about AI software for regions considerably bigger large language models and large reasoning models or AI hardware. Considering that NVIDIA is a hardware company, it was likely that Jensen Huang meant improvement of AI hardware in general and company GPUs and CPUs in particular. In the last year, the NVIDIA said that in Blackwell the B200 processor delivered 20,000 times higher inference performance compared to the Pascal P100 processor from 2016, and specifically B200 offers performance of around 20,000 FPT flops, whereas the P100 could only boast 19 FP16 T-flops, while it's likely exactly an apples-to-apples comparison. And it makes sense too when it comes to inference. In addition, the Blackwell is also 42,500 times more than energy efficiency in terms of joules per generated tokens. In addition to the higher the performance GPU, NVIDIA, as well as companies like xAI and Microsoft, now also build AI systems that are dramatically faster than those which were available in 2016. So to some degree, we may say that AI hardware got a million times more powerful, and it was less than a decade ago. For example, right now, AXI runs on an AI supercomputer featuring 200,000 Hopper GPUs. However, Elon Musk said that eventually the company will build a system with a million Blackwell GPUs, and such a cluster will not only deliver a record-breaking performance for AI, but it will also be one of the industry's highest performing supercomputers in general. American companies such as xAI are, of course, not only the companies that invest heavily in AI infrastructure. The UK committed to spending approximately £1 billion on the advanced computing resources dedicated to AI by the end of the decade, with the initial funding already underway. NVIDIA will establish a new research center focused on AI developed in the UK, supporting work in the areas such as robotics, environmental modeling, and material science. Also launched a national developer education initiative aimed at improving AI-related technical skills. Additionally, the company will work on the use of finance regulators to power a secure testing environment for AI and collaborate on an effort to accelerate 6G research. Nonetheless, when compared to American AI supercomputer, UK's system look pale for now. The country's most powerful system is coming the Isambard AI system that is powered by 5,500 Grace Hopper 200 processors.